Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. It has been a hell of a long day for me. Call started early. Had our Patreon strategy call at noon Eastern today, 11 a.m. for me. And call after call. I had a live stream at 4 p.m. Two more calls after that. It's been a long day, so I'm ready for rest. And we are not gambling tonight because that Gwei is just out of control, and Hedron's down considerably. So I'm not going to kick a hurting horse or a dead horse while it's down. I'm not going to sell any Hedron to play tonight. So let's just keep it the way it is. We'll talk because there's some really good information to talk about in this last night of the week for me. And look, guys, if you missed the strategy call today, it was another great call. Thank you, everybody in the group. I learned so much, not just from me having to go out and learn things to talk about, but because you guys are so knowledgeable and you bring so much to the table. And it's not just me; it's everybody in the group. And I can't wait for my partner Christian to get back from Uganda, move back to Panama with his family, so we could just ramp up no permissions and take this thing to the next level. Because I really need the help, and I love my wife. She does a great job, but her focus is homeschooling Maximus, and she's got a very sick father right now, so she's got her things going on. Excuse me. And so it's been pretty much a one-man show, and I'm feeling it. If Pulse Chain would launch, I'd feel much better. Just let's do it, please. Let's say hi to everybody. What about ICOSA being used for rocket pool insurance? So before I go any further, let's talk about it. So about forking Rocket Pool, trying to think of any reason not to make the protocol insurance token ICOSA. Maybe bridged in eICOSA too. That needs some thought. You would have something like RPLS, but as a validator, you could earn ICOSA and RPLS. Is not watering it down. He made that clear. People who want to run validators bring 16 million PLS to the table, along with ICOSA as insurance. People wanting to stake PLS but not run a validator provide the other 16 million. The ICOSA is used to ensure that the validator does their job. If they get slashed, their ICOSA is auctioned off to cover the slash. And people are asking questions. Let's burn the ICOSA. This is what the token on Rocket Pool does. It's done very well. Rocket Pool is already on Ethereum, so this will be a fork of it. Everyone's pumped. Yeah, there's not much. Alex doesn't say much more about it, but everybody's out there and we're all speculating. What could happen? What could happen? Excuse me. I just had a call with my buddy yesterday, one of my Patreon members and friend, and we were discussing exactly this before Alex even tweeted it out. I said, one of the reasons why I'm so excited about Hedron and ICOSA right now is because Alex has something up his sleeve, and Alex is going to release that something up his sleeve soon. And he's going to make all of us very happy because this guy knows how to use and build token economics to make things go up. We will see. So far, the Hedron and ICOSA system have done nothing but bring smiles to my face. Raymaker for Real says, hey, everyone, is the Shanghai update like the last and final fork option? So Richard is officially forking Ethereum 2.0. Anything going on with 1inch? Any upgrades? So PulseX is juiced up. It's not 1inch, it's Uniswap. Uniswap version 3 has been available since April 1st. I think that is the next upgrade. So we'll get a PLS upgrade before launch. No guarantee, excuse me, but I think that is the next thing that's going to happen. After that, I don't know what else can happen. What else can be done? What kind of upgrades, what kind of tweaks can be done? Not much. Start stacking the ICOSA. Get prepared, folks. Hello, Doug. Once again, my inner alarm clock went off at 6:53. You're hooked. Gotcha. So I saw that today that the Hex payout was over 7. Hope you got your T-shares. Sorry, Randy, not showing that meme coin. Yep. So I was having a talk with another one of our Patreon members today, and he made the comment that George Washington is the original Pepe. He's the OG Pepe. So I had to do something with the US dollar. And I think that's Benjamin Franklin on the cover image. I don't care. But it's so funny, man. It's the original OG meme coin. Sorry, Pepe. Love you, bro. But the USD's got you beat. Nothing back in the dollar. That's just a straight up meme coin play. Mel Tony, good evening. Uncle Randy, I need a Hex hug. It's going to 5 cents. Then I will have to DCA again into it and make mad gains. Why can't it go to all-time high first and then come down? Richard decided that he didn't want our coin to pump prior to the launch of Pulse Chain. I don't know why. I thought it was a great marketing stunt. We could have brought in lots of excitement to the Hex ecosystem. But Richard's got other plans. I don't know what his plans are, but we will find out soon. ICOSA is going to $100 next bull run. Oh, man. Oh, man. Can you imagine? Please, let's do it. Corey, good evening, sir. Hope you're doing well. I kind of wish I was on the Hex cruise right now and just hanging out. You know what they're doing. They're all partying, having a good old time right now. While we're sitting here, I'm live streaming and you guys are watching me. Hey, Mudhog. Randy, you're so punctual. It's called 7 years in the military. Plus, I grew up in a family where my stepdad was always he's very regimented. How does Shanghai affect Pulse Chain launch? It's just, excuse me, it was the unstaking of the Ethereum. So I don't know what other parts were involved with the Shanghai upgrade. All I know is that it was so people could unstake their ETH. Maybe they just wanted to add it in. Who knows? I'm sure there's somebody that's a techie in the chat that knows what else was in the Shanghai upgrade, but that's the only thing I knew was there. Soldier Pete, yeah, we're all just waiting, twiddling our thumbs. Mudhog, it's okay. You can watch the recording. You learn it. Locksmith, welcome. Good evening. I tried to buy ETHW on Uniswap and CowSwap, but no luck. Any suggestions? Sure, John. ETHW is available on platforms like SimpleSwap, centralized exchanges like Binance. It's not available on, it's not an Ethereum token. It is a ETHW token. So you have to go to that platform, and theirs is called CowSwap. Oh, not sorry. POW swap. PowSwap. That's the name of their exchange. So you can go there, and that's where you'll be able to trade your assets on ETHW. But first, you're going to have some ETHW tokens, and you can get those by using something like SimpleSwap or Shit, I can't remember the other ones. What's the one that we have now with Power City? Is it Portal X? I haven't checked yet, but maybe Portal X can add ETHW. That'd be pretty cool. Diamond Dave says, I recommend wine before rest. Not me, man. I'll be a, geez, I won't be able to sleep at all. I'm not very good with drinking, so I don't drink much. And two, wine tends to give me like rigor, whatever you call it, GERD. So only when I go out for a steak or something while I drink sangria. That's about it. Like I did the other night. At Costa, yep, give me that cheese. Hello, MJ Money. I listen to No Permissions while shoveling snow. Way to go, Doug. Getting some exercise and learning about LP and all kinds of stuff like that. There you go. That's the one I was thinking of. Change Now. Uncle Will, thank you so much. Change Now is similar to Simple Swap. MJ Money, you're going to have to learn more about Rocket Pool. I don't know anything about Rocket Pool, but they have token that is like an insurance, and he's looking for a way to give another utility to ICOSA because it wants to give it more value. I think it's a cool idea. Thank you, Ted. Flags at half mast for Jerry Springer. I think he was 79. Daniel Vogel, Jerry Springer, he really passed away? Interesting. R.I.P. Jerry, he provided plenty of laughs. You are not the father. Ah! What's Gucci? Hey, Franklin, good to see you, sir. Jerry. Hedron is 50192. You see why I couldn't sell any? I'm like, I'm not selling any Hedron at 50192. No way. ICOSA's at 56 cents, 56.9 cents. Nice. Alex is a really smart guy with great intentions. He sure is. He sure is. What do I think about 9-inch? I have no idea where you're going with that one. And proven results if you don't know. Yeah, exactly. The results are there. Buddy Guru, I appreciate you. Hi, Benny. Wakanda, I haven't seen you in a while. Randy, could you please stop selling Hedron so we can see some appreciation? I haven't sold any in a while. But yeah, I understand. I'm not going to sell any right now. Giddy up. Hey, Christopher. 7.049 T-share payout for today. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, Kinetics. Good evening, sir. Can you explain T-shares to me? It sounds as though there are only thousands of tokens. What are the trillions? Trillions. T-shares are what you sell or you burn your hex for. So currently, I don't even know what the T-share rate is. So let's just round it up, say it's 25,000. You buy 25,000 hex, you stake it for 1 year, you get 1 T-share. For example, that 1 T-share then pays you every day. And today the T-share payout rate was 7.049. So for every 1 T-share that you have, you get 7.049 hex per day. That's what a T-share does. Now, you can get 3 times as many T-shares by staking for 10 years. So you take, say you have 25,000 hex. If you stake it for 10 years, you'll get 3 T-shares instead of just 1. Hope that helps. And you would earn 7.049 times 3. That's why longer pays better in hex. 10 years and up. That's the way to go. Franklin, hell of a name. Yes, it is, Franklin. What do you think about the actors that are scamming people in the community, such as Mando and Bruce? Do you think it will be many scams in Pulse? Wakanda. Let me tell you something. There's going to be scams everywhere. You're going to get bombarded by them. You are in the Pulse Chain ecosystem. The fees on Pulse Chain are little tiny fees. That's going to attract all the meme coins. So be prepared. Look, you're going to get a bunch of airdrops. I know some people will tell you, oh, don't touch the airdrops. If it is vetted and the contract is safe and people come out and tell you everything's good, Pulse Police say it is good, and take care of the Pulse Police, guys, gals. Make sure that they're happy, because they're going to have a lot of work in the next 2 years, because we're going to get a lot of airdrops. So I hope that they stay happy and they keep doing the work that they're doing. Get ready. A lot of garbage coming to Pulse Chain. There's scammers everywhere. I don't call out specific people, because I don't think any of them are specifically scammers. I just think they just maybe talk about a coin that was crap. Be careful. For example, I got caught up in the Dodeca coin, and I tweeted it out when it launched. And then I told everybody, look, I sold. I wasn't even in it. I was in it less than 48 hours. I made money on that token. Not much, but I told everyone, look, the math of this doesn't make any sense. So I tweeted out that I'm out. And then shortly thereafter, I think it was like a week later or 2 weeks later, the founder found out that he messed up with the contract and he wasn't paying himself anything. And he got pissed. He rugged the project. Oh, goodness. I think that's how it went down. But that's how it felt. That's what I saw. Sandra. Christopher says, I've had a busy week. Have you covered 9-inch? What is 9-inch, Christopher? I don't know what you're talking about. I know what 1-inch is. Sorry, man. Where to buy Hedron and Icosa on the ETH chain? Oh, you just buy that on PowSwap. You just have to use the same contract address that you would find on Dex Screener. Here, let me show you. Let me show you something. This is, guys, this is going to be Crypto Education 101. All right, let's do it. Present. All right, here's Hedron. You scroll down on the right-hand side. Let me make sure you're seeing this. Yes. Scroll down the right-hand side right here where it says HDRN or Hedron. There's this little copy symbol and that address. So you click this, address copy to clipboard. That is the contract address for Hedron. And it's going to be the same no matter what chain you're on that has Hedron. So you go to PowSwap and you paste that address into PowSwap, where you'll have ETHW at the top. On the second level, you'll paste in the address, and that's how you're going to buy Hedron on ETHW. I've got a shit ton of Hedron and Icosa on ETHW and Hex. So I hope that someday it starts doing really well. Paul DiPietro. I'm a noob to Hex Pulse community. I sacrificed some ETH a long time ago, and now I'm trying to figure out what to do. Any tips? Any tips? Play around with the Pulse Chain Testnet v4. You can, I don't know, is there a specific place where you can go find out how to use it? Can't think of exact place to learn how to use it. It's the same as Ethereum, but it's Pulse Chain. Right now, all we have is the testnet, and you can play with PulseX, and you can do all that kind of stuff. You got to figure out how to use Pulse Chain Testnet v4. If anybody has a good page to go to and you're one of the mods, please put it in the chat, because I can't think of the places to go get all the information he would need, or he or she would need. Hex Glenn, good evening. Believe in yourself. Oh, look at Hex, 5.25 cents. Come on, Hex, you can do it. Portal X is sick. Yes, it is. It makes me want to YOLO more money into Watt token for Power City. Hello, Maddie. Good to see you, sir. Richard seems smart, but also like he has a worse case of MPD than Trump. What is MPD? I have no idea. Clintrones. Fox News had it on Jay Springer, dead at 79. Interesting. Really? Harry Belafonte? I love his song. I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember the name of it, but the one he's singing about the bananas. It's a great song. Get Italian wine, especially from Tuscany, Florence. You should be fine. Buy Barolos or Sasachaya. You will love it and sleep like a baby. Look, I lived in Italy for 3 years. I lived in Sicily, and I drank the house wine all the time, and it was pretty good. Just every day, look. Let me tell you guys, I was in the Navy, okay, but I was stationed on an Italian base in Sigonella, Sicily, and the galley, Navy terms, the place where you go to eat we had the American galley and we had the Italian galley. And I remember it like yesterday. It costs about $2 worth of Italian lira to go to the Italian galley for lunch. And it was right next to the clinic that I worked at. My squadron was down the road. The Hilo squadron was down the road, but I was in the part of the base where the Italians were. So Randy used to walk, go to the Italian galley, sit down for lunch with my friends. We'd be drinking wine just like the Italians. And I was on duty. It was good times, man. Like $2. You got a great lunch. On the U.S. Navy side, our galley, it would cost like $5 for lunch, but it was $2 on the Italian side. The food was delicious. Wine on the table, as much olive oil as you wanted, dip in your bread. Oh, God, loved it. Those are good times. I love being stationed in Italy. Hello, Victory. Good to see you. Alex is a younger Richard. Yeah, but they have differences. Alex he's an IT guy and building systems and stuff like that. And it seems like he can write code, and which Richard doesn't. Richard is the guy who pays people to write code. It's a whole different way of looking at things. If I had the money Richard has, I would have no problem shelling out a couple $100,000 to get some really good coders to code some of my ideas. But one, I don't really want to be a coin founder anymore. I used to back in the day. It's just too much headaches. I'd rather just be a shill and talk to you guys rather than having to worry about keeping a project going and liquidity and all those other things. So I'd rather be on the other side of it and just be in the marketing and helping folks out. What do you think about Waters Above calling for a possible double bottom on Hex this year? This he's been on the money. He's been right over and over and over again. I think that, excuse me, my voice is shot. That's why I'm talking so low tonight. Waters Above, he uses his own version of TA. And if you're not following him and you're following me, I think it'd be a good decision to go follow him. He also has a Patreon. His starts at $5. At the $5 level, you don't get a ton, but he does put a personal, let's call it the Red Pill podcast. I think he does it every 2 weeks or something. And then he has on Saturday, he has a live stream where he just talks about anything that people want to talk about. So he's got some interesting stuff, and his Patreon is exploding because he's been right so many times. Got to respect that. 9 inch is an aggregator that poor pleb is involved with, like 1 inch but bigger. Oh, it's definitely bigger. No, I have no idea. Never heard of it. Tired of playing on testnet, ready to play on mainnet. Hex Force One, you're not the only one. I'm with you. Good evening, Marion. 9 inch is the new dex coming out by our boys from the original PLSD. Okay. You mean Pulse Doge Win? You talking about from the Pulse Doge Win, folks? Mud hug. Yeah, looks like another one. Yep. I think Richard is hoping that the unstaked ETH comes over to Pulse Chain. It's 15% of ETH market cap. Big money. Heck yeah, it is. Bring over that big money to Pulse Chain. Yes, please. Let's get some buy and burn and Pulse X. Yeehaw. T-share rate. Holy crap. 27,019. Man, I'm a little bit off. Anyone buying? Look, I'm spent. I'm not buying anything right now. I have everything staked. Everything I want to do is ready for Pulse Chain launch. Kind of keep me from being stressed out. Hey, Ren, do you think Pulse dumps for 30 days or so like Ethereum did before pumping? 10x, I'm going to call it now. 10x start, dips back down, maybe 3x, then pumps to 15 to 30x, all within the first 48 hours. Or maybe that 30x is right after the bridge opens. After that, no clue. But it probably come back down after it gets 30x. People can't help themselves. They're going to take profits. Sandra. Yo. Hello, familia. Cheers, Randy. Hola, Humberto. Sandeep. Good to see you. What do you think about Coast? It's legit. Absolutely. Love Coast. Those guys are doing a good job. They're a team out of Australia. And they have the weight token. And now they have their project for bringing money into Pulse Chain. And I heard today that they're going to do something that burns Pulse. That'd be very cool. I was just talking about this. I was like, wouldn't it be so great if we had something similar to what Zen has, like DB Zen? I spoke to one of the guys yesterday, and we were talking about DB Zen and how much impact it is having on the burning of Zen. Well, let's have something like that for Pulse. Let's burn the crap out of Pulse. Come on, let's do it. And then you get another token for it or something. Look, I'm not the token economics guy. I'm just seeing something very cool on another token. Let's bring it to us and let's burn the crap out of different shit. Let's burn the crap out of Hex. Let's burn the crap out of Pulse Chain. Let's increase the burn of Pulse X. Just let's get rid of tokens. Do it. Would you expect a dump dip on Pulse Chain as delays would cause lots of people to FOMO in and then out of Pulse Chain? No, cryptocurrencies, I don't think so. I think the amount of people that are interested and want to own Pulse Chain just keeps growing every day. It's not dodeca, it's dudicia. Randy or anyone, where's the best place to find chart comparisons with Hex? I don't know. I'm sure there's sites that do it, though. You can do comparison charts. I just never done it before. Hello, Sarah. TradingView doesn't give much time frame. I think a few months or so. See? 9 inches, Hexy Bastard's new DEX with Keynote. Very cool. I didn't know Hexy Bastard had it like that. Good idea to stake my liquid hex on PHEX. Good idea to stake my liquid hex on PHEX later or EHEX now. Or can I have stakes on both if I stake liquid until after the fork? Yeah. You can do both. I mean, it's up to you. I'm not in the business of telling you guys how to handle your hex. If you want to stake it, stake it. The only issue, I wouldn't go long on ETH. I regret having all these long stakes on ETH because now I'm going to have ETH loaded up and locked and loaded for 10 years in order to pay for those hex stakes that are going to come out. Randy, I just got my dad hat from Brian, and it's awesome. Dad hat gang. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Love my dad hat. I got this one. I think this one was from Hex Merch. Molly, I thought you were one of the founders of Hex Merch for some reason. You're not? See? I assumed shit and I lost. It's just like Stu and whoever told Stu Man at that I was the guy who went in and bought all the Tetra up. I still think that's funny. Stu Mann's like freaking out, and he's calling me. He's like, "Randy, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you." And he calls me on Telegram, and he's like, "Randy, this is gonna be a really weird question." He's like, "But are you the one that bought up all the Tetra tokens, and now you're like the whale of Tetra?" I'm like, "No, that wasn't me." Well, someone said it was your wallets. Well, it's not Randy. I thought it was really funny, man. Ah, these chain analysis people. Don't they know snitches get stitches? Crypto compassion. That's right. Dad hats for the win. Check out Crypto Coffee, Cryptographics, and K4K YouTube videos on the earlier versions of Pulse Chain. Start there. There you go. Thank you, Ted. My internet got hit by lightning, and I still made it. Optimality, really? Did it take a lot of time to reboot? Mine usually takes like 10 minutes to reboot. If like electricity goes out, I don't have a power backup on my internet. So if the electricity goes out for just half a second, I lose internet. I got the backup here for this computer, but not for the internet. The DEX is more aimed for meme coins. Well, we're going to need it. Pulse Chain's going to need it. That's why I'm telling people the meme coin of meme coins is going to be the poor pleb meme coin. And maybe the Pulse Doge win. Those two are going to really do well. Hey, Benny. The dollar is the original OG meme coin. Yeah, it sure is. Not backed by shit. It's just a piece of paper. Thanks for the T-share info. I knew 10 years gave the best yield, but didn't know it was based on 3x the T-shares. Yeah. Whoa. I just had the comments just flashed. T.me Pulse Theory. Yep. The Hexagon contractor. What is up, Randy, fellow Hexagons? Just having a hard-working day. I came off a 40-hour fast this morning. My life has changed so much. So for breakfast, I got to tell you guys what I have for breakfast, because this is not Randy. I'm the type of guy that likes like 4 eggs and, maybe some tortillas or, empanada or something, because I live in Latin America. That's the kind of shit that we have down here. Maybe some rice and frijoles, arroz frijoles, something. Well, this morning I had Spanish green olives, stuffed green olives with, like pepper and almonds. I had artichoke hearts. I had sardines. I had a bowl of yogurt with prunes. What are they called? Those they grow on palms. Dates and figs cut up and chopped into it with sunflower seeds, other things. I'm like, and I'm eating breakfast, and I'm thinking to myself, holy shit. I thought to myself, you're really serious about getting this done. Yes, I'm fucking serious. I'm changing my life, man. Yeah, Pulse Doge win. Okay, cool. Now, those guys, they know what they're doing. Optimality, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Sandy Beach. Good to see you. The diamond hands will prevail. Oh, Coast is going to burn Hex. Okay. Even better. I'm all about it. DBZen already burns PLS. Really? How? Optimality? Because we don't have PLS yet. I like where you're going with the burn idea. Yeah. Let's burn everything. Burn it down. Look, the more coins, the more coins that we have burned, the supply goes lower. And if the demand stays the same and the supply goes lower, guess what happens to the price? Yes, please, says Randy. Burn your sack. Who is with me? I know that we love Aurochs here, but Internet Money also has a hex buy and burn. Very cool. Yeah, I'm definitely an Aurochs guy, but I've never even looked at the wallet by Internet Money just because I'm a hex team. I'm an Aurochs team member. Crispy has chart comparisons on his website, Hexfire. Hey, there you go. Crispy. The dump is now been front run. Great opportunity to buy. I just think it's going to continue for a while. We're going into a full moon next week. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. And then about 5 days after that, it's going to still stay some negative sell pressure. So I think that's when things will, I don't know, man. Let's go to the charts. Let's forget. Let's go to the charts. I make myself more clear when we have a chart. All right. So this is the weekly. We'll bypass the monthly. We'll just go to the weekly right now. We're 2 weeks into a red Aurochs indicator. If that's the case, if we can go, if the new month is when? So 4 days from now. So 4 days, say that this goes down here. Say we make it back down to the 27s. Then maybe it'll push. There we go. Maybe it'll give us a red indicator here. I doubt it. I don't think May is going to give us a red indicator, at least not in the beginning. It may come in the second week. But I just have a feeling we're going to get red soon. It might not be in May, but maybe we'll get one in June. If it doesn't happen in May, or if it doesn't happen in June, okay, I will capitulate and believe that we are in a bull market. All right? I'm saying it right now. If we don't get a red Aurochs indicator in the next 6 or 8 weeks, I'm gonna capitulate and say that we're in a bull market. But it doesn't matter because I'm staked. How freaking cool is that? I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. I don't own Bitcoin. Ethereum's at 1906, looking good, but look at that weekly. We got that red Aurochs indicator. The monthly is still the same. Monthly is also green. It's going to take a lot to put them red in May. We just went green again last night. Look at that. Everything's looking good for ETH. Going to have a good weekend, it looks like. But not Hex. Hex is looking fugly. Jeez. How fugly is that? Freaking was it 8% down today? What the hell's going on? There we go. Look at that weekly. 5 weeks. Looks like Hex is the one that's going to turn. Well, it's already red, but for the monthly, it looks like we could get a red Aurochs indicator. If this doesn't turn the smile upside down by next week, we might start out with a red Aurochs indicator. That would really stink. Hedron down 14.41% today. Who took a baseball bat to the kneecaps of Hedron? It wasn't Randy. Look at that. Look at that candle. Somebody's taking profits and taking a lot of them. Very disappointing. But we're going into a full moon. Full moon's on its way. So that's usually what happens. I bet you the double bottoms Waters Above is referring to is the big sell-off after Pulse Chain launch. Ooh, maybe so. I bought Hex at 7 thinking it was going live to buy PLS. Now got wrecked. Everyone is selling. Yeah, don't sell right now though. Never sell in a full moon. Sell in new moons because that's when there's buying pressure or less selling pressure. Waters Above doesn't look at the narratives, but still managed to be pretty spot on. That's right. That's why I like listening to him. He doesn't care about what's happening out there. He only cares about the cycles, the numerology, and all that. So I appreciate that. I hope Alex or someone from the community introduces flash loans for long stakes. Ooh, interesting. Watersbuzz says 2 cents sometime this year. So that could be after PC launch. That's what I keep saying, 2 cent. Bring it on. Where can I find links for airdrops for PLS sacrifices? There's no links per se, but you'll hear about them on Twitter and stuff like that. Dude, yeah, Xfinity is so trash. It was down for 2 days last week. No lightning at all. Cox would have had my shit up in 45 minutes. Waited 6 hours for a connection today. Talk about your internet provider. Interesting. That's horrible. I live I live in the third world. My internet is so badass. Usually it's very, very rarely, unless it's a bad rainstorm, then it might slow down. But fiber optic, it just runs great. The only problem we have is when it rains or a lightning storm or something like that. We lose power. Dollar is backed by aircraft carriers and nukes. People say that, but I used to say that too. What a lucky day 3 cent hex would be. Mm-hmm. It will be soon once Pulse Chain launches, that's for sure. But I don't know how long. You can only pray to get hex under 3 cents again. Well, once Pulse Chain launches and hex is at this price, you're probably going to get it. Yes, eggs and chorizo with corn tortillas. Haha, with some green salsa. Alaska fisherman, come on. Looking spelled. Thank you, Lazy Hexkin. It's coming off. It's going to come off fast. I'm doing the. You guys know I've been doing intermittent fasting for a long time. I'm an 18-6 guy. I'll fast for 18, eat in a 6-hour window. But now I've added Monday and Wednesday as days when I don't eat at all. So I have 2 40-hour fasts during the week. And I think that's going to take a whole bunch of weight off. And I go to the gym every freaking day. That's right, Tigre. Congrats on the change. I need to make those type improvements. Absolutely. Why don't you like Bitcoin and ASIC, Randy? I'm just not. I'm just over it. I'm just over it. That's all. I just think it's old technology. Not interested one bit. I like EVM. Everything that's on an EVM, I'm cool with it. DBZen, you need to burn Zen. Zen, you need to turn to burn ETH. ETH will get that 1-to-1, and Zen will definitely be burning some of the PLS. Let's do it. So yeah, technically DBZen is already burning PLS before it's live. Huh, cool. Nicola Hexla, conspiracy theory. Do you think the old Bitcoin wallets are RH getting ready to dump to get his 11,000 Bitcoin? I don't know what you're talking about, but let's do it. I hope so. Dump it. Oh, you didn't see my RX chart tonight? Oops. I'm sorry, guys. I never changed it. All that Latino food sounds so good, my stomach and body would be guaranteed. Skunk, don't stand near me afterwards. Yeah. It's like Richard himself sent it to 11K GG. Yep. Let's do it. Come on, Richard. Yeah, Hex is not doing too good. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. What guesstimation do you have for price eFiat could reach next bull run? eFiat, a couple bucks, maybe $5, $6. Sure, no problem. I feel like every time Richard gives an update, Hex dumps. What's the B2B? Is this B2B stream today? What are you talking about, Ash? I did have a business stream earlier today talking about if you're a business owner, watch the stream I did earlier today. You'll like it. Now I'm going to continue buying throughout the year. Opportunity ahead. That's right. Yes, my kid's name is Maximus. Yes, it is. Someone sold 75 billion Hedron for Hex. Really? Interesting. Cool. Oh, you got fiber in that sucker. Yep, absolutely. Going for the fiber, guys. I'm learning. I'm reading the book, Fiber Fueled. Changes your life. Get those little bacteria, all trillion of them in your gut. None of this is financial advice. I'll be honest, in the last 2 weeks, you look today. Ash, you're saying I look better today? Hex Token has a list of those airdrops and new projects. Oh, does he? Very cool. Yeah, and he goes over them every day. That guy, he's a trooper. He goes every day and streams and talks about everything that's happening in the ecosystem. Yeah, I'd rather talk to you guys. Zen made me rich. I can't believe that my life has changed forever. I am so grateful for crypto. Absolutely. And thank you, Randy, for helping me out and always thinking rationally. Well, you're welcome, Becky Barker. I can't fathom having 75 billion Hedron. That's a lot. I'm guessing that was Steph, because that's the kind of shit Steph does. He'll go, he warns us. He tells you that he just dumps his Hedron all the time. And maybe it was, what's his name? God, I can't remember his name. But there's a lot of us, or maybe it was Corey. Corey, did you just dump a whole bunch of Hedron? Oh, God. Excited. Made a couple ETH hex stakes last night. Is this what it feels like being a whale? That's what it feels like. When I go to ETH and I play over there, it feels like hex back in the day. And I'm telling you, at a certain point, a bunch of us can go provide liquidity over an ETH and make everyone excited about ETH hex. It's the same smart contract. Everything is the same. Why not? We could have a third chain. Maybe we can convince Richard to help. Let's make the price of ETH hex valuable. He did say he wants to make hex valuable on all the chains. I'll support that. How much Hedron will you pay for a 50 T-share HSI? 50 T-share HSI, I don't know. I have no idea. Go see what they're going for. It's usually going to be about a 50% discount. That's how they've been going so far. My Hedron is for HSI auctions or it's staked. There you go. Making money while you sleep. Making money while you sleep. Someone told me today that, like, Randy, you're definitely a yield guy. You really like that yield. Yeah, man, I'm old. Give me yield. I don't want to be chasing. I don't want to be trading. I don't want to be using leverage. I don't want to be looking at my computer all day. Give me that MF and yield, bro. Come on. That's what I want. I told one of my sons to get his passport in case the U.S. goes to war with Russia and we can go to Panama. He said, we should go to Europe. And I said, are you out of your mind? Sarah, do not go to Europe. Sorry, all of our UK friends, but we were there last May for the whole month. And I love visiting UK, but there's no way in hell I would live there. It's the same thing with the US. The last time I was there was in 2016, and I was in Vegas. And I was like, holy shit, am I in Cuckoo Town? I was like, this place doesn't feel safe. And I walked up to a sheriff while he was on duty, and he was high-ranking sergeant, and I'm ex-military, so I have no problem talking to people. And I struck up the conversation with him. I said, hey, Sergeant, I said, how was crime in Vegas? I said, are you seeing things start to go up? And this was right when BLM was bad. This is obviously pre-COVID. And he's like, oh man, dude, I can't wait to retire. He was like, I got 2 more years. And this is 2016. He goes, and I'm done. I said, well, congratulations on getting close to retirement. I said, I've been retired for a couple of years. Had the whole conversation. I said, I don't live in the US anymore. I don't know how you guys are doing it. He's like, he was just put his, that whole, like, you could tell he was defeated. He's like, there's nothing we can do. It's a total shit show. And that was Vegas. I'm sure other cities are better, but Vegas is scary. Just realized Alex would totally integrate Rocket Pool right into his staker competitor wallet. Interesting. Look, man, you guys know, and I've told you many times, I'm an ICOSA whale. So whatever he does, Randy's in the cheering section. Yay, come on, Alex. Do it, Alex. Bring on the FOMO, Alex. 50 T-share HSIs were selling for about 2.1 billion Hedron a couple days ago. 5,500 HSI T-shares flooded the market at once. Woo-wee. Right now, in the HSIs, there is a whole crap load of small ones available, like 1,000 hex at a time. And I did the math on them today, and the actual USD value of those T-shares are right around $56, or it was earlier today. It's like 52 now. And it would cost you like $2 to buy it because there was no other competitors. Then you just have to pay for the transaction fee. Corey would know more about doing these, but I think that's pretty damn good. You could buy a bunch of small HSI stakes. See, he said it was costing him 1.7. Jeez, Corey's a baller. 1.2 billion Hedron for 50 T-shares. Holy shit. Goodness gracious. Well, if you want T-shares and you're willing to put in the work like Corey does, go hit the HSI auctions. You don't need a shit ton of Hedron. Right now, a billion Hedron is only going to cost you $1,900. I shouldn't say only because I know that's a lot of money for a lot of people, but that's a great deal. 1.2 billion to get 50 T-shares? Are you kidding me? What? $1,900 for 50 T-shares? Or whatever you guys said? That's crazy. Or even if it's 3,000. Goodness gracious. Incredible deals with the fire sale. Absolutely. And what I said during this morning during our strategy call, and I said that what if these Hedron HSIs are almost a forward looking into the price of Hex into the future? What if it's telling us what the Hex price is going to be in a couple months? What if the HSIs are a good view of where Hex is going to be, say, in 3 months? So far, they're right. If you're getting a 60% discount, is that telling us that Hex is going to be 2 cents? Maybe. We'll see. You got some of those 50 T-share Hex for 1.1 cents. My bag is packed. What the freak? Becky says, have you minted Zen on Avalanche? I've been 10. I didn't do any on Avalanche. I did Polygon and ETH. I haven't minted any new Zen. I don't plan to. I did 100 wallets. If it does something, it does something. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not the type of person that chases. So I dabble. And because I thought the idea of Zen was interesting and it didn't cost me much money, I did it. And I spent about $500 in ETH fees. I'm good. Anything after that, great. We'll see what happens in a year or next September, October, when my stakes come out or when I can mint my Zen. Hello, Hex Mining Hodler. A little bit late, man. Where you been? I love the Hex and other chain idea. Yeah, because many of us, anybody who had Hex stakes prior to September, we all have our Hex stakes on ETH POW. Why not promote the shit out of that too? Let's make the price go up 100x. Let's provide liquidity. Hell, I volunteer. I'll put 5-6 grand of liquidity over there. Let's do it. Yep, someone's gonna snipe the hell out of that. Yeah, that would be nice, but the one thing I like about both these guys is they both have big egos. I follow people with big egos. I like the Richard's ego much better, but still, big egos get shit done. It's kind of staged. Jet lag, ran man, been in France. Nice. You went to France right now. You're a brave soul. How was it? Let me know in the comments how it was, because if we don't get the visa to go to Canada, we're going to go to have Christmas in France and Czech Republic and Budapest and all that stuff. Then dip for a month before finding a bottom in early January 2020. All right, guys, I've had enough. My throat is. I've been talking. I had like 6 hours. What? You went to Corsica? Beautiful. That's the other side of. It's just like Sicily, just less people. Getting a little ETH dividends from the DB Zen pool. There's a couple people that are doing that. They're doing really, really well. Dang, you guys are traveling. Well, I hope I can travel soon. Hopefully we'll be in this fall or late summer. We'll be in Canada, I'm hoping. Meltoni, appreciate you. Crypto Berries, thank you, everybody.